We still don't have a proper Pokemon RPG on mobile, but fear not, this video is the fix you have been looking for. Hey G Nation, I'm Ben and today on Android GameSpot, the top 10 like Pokemon games to play in 2022. And real quick before we start, watch the whole video till the end, I promise you it will be worth it. And let me know your top 3 down below. Now, let's do this! Number 10. Rick and Morty Pocket Mortys. Blending Pokemon mechanics with Adult Swim's grandfather-grandson duo, Rick and Morty Pocket Mortys brings all the show's trademark humor with it, a show that I started watching last year and that I highly recommend. This universe has every Rick being a trainer and every one of the multiple Mortys are the Pokemon, and it just works. The game being free to play, the freemium aspects here aren't jammed up in your face like one might expect. Blips and Chits coupon are the in-game currency and the ads pop up once in a while. So if you're on the lookout for something as close to a true Pokemon experience as mobile can get with a ton of humor, you can't go wrong with Pocket Mortys. Number 9. Nexomon Extinction. Saying Nexomon Extinction is a Pokemon clone is true, but not in the negative way most clones on mobile are. It's safe to assume Nexomon is heavily inspired by Pokemon, but on the other hand, the game has an amazing art style, decent soundtrack, and a big and unique roster of creatures to collect. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in Nexomon, and I couldn't be true to myself and to you, AG Nation, if I didn't talk about the big elephant in the room, and that is the horrendous catching rates and the in-app purchases. Things that would completely be standard has Nexomon been a free-to-play game. But once you charge players a price of entry, the issues I mentioned show one thing: greed. And greed is a monster you can never catch or tame. So I've told you the pros and cons, and the final decision, as always, is up to you. Number 8. Digimon Re-Arise. Oh, I remember the good times of me watching the Digimon anime on TV just as I was in withdrawals from the Pokemon anime having finished. So, Digimon Re-Arise throws you in a plot where you'll be investigating the mystery of the spirals and the reason why the digital and human worlds are randomly fusing together. The game's got plenty of Digimon to collect, raise and train, and players online to face off against. The battles are turn-based and there is more focus here on the Digimon-trainer relationship than the actual battles. So if you're a Digimon or Pokemon fan, chances are you will enjoy this game as Digimon Re-Arise is a pretty solid free-to-play game. Number 7. Monster Super League. Monster Super League does away with the exploration element of the Pokemon games to focus more on catching monsters, leveling them up and going into battles against other monsters. The monsters in Monster Super League are called Astromon, and there are over 550 of them out there to collect and battle with. Catching them all, on the other hand, is an astronomical task, as you probably can imagine. Of course, this being a free-to-play game, you can summon the amazing powers of your wallet to help you get more Astromon faster, but thankfully, this isn't necessary. MSL still feels like a Pokemon clone despite the lack of exploration, but if you're like me and enjoy the world exploring mechanics, then you can safely skip this one. Number 6. Monster Crafter. The best way I could describe Monster Crafter is take a bowl, throw in some Pokemon, some Minecraft, and a drizzle of this old PC game called Spore, and you got this game. Yes, you'll be building your own creatures from scratch, taking care of it, and then taking it into battles against other Frankenstein's monstrous creations. The possibilities here for what types of creatures you will come across are endless, and this is fresh and fun. On paper, the formula of Monster Crafter should not work, and yet it does, and the game has gathered over 100 million users since its release back in 2013. Just be warned though, as the game uses the energy structure of freemium games, so once your energy meter runs out, you need to either pay to refill it or wait. Other than that, Monster Crafter is a Minecraft Pokemon hybrid that provides a fun crafting RPG experience. Number 5. Evo Creo. Looking for the traditional Pokemon experience on mobile, Evo Creo got your back. This game is the closest you will get to a full-blown Pokemon game until Nintendo releases one, which may never happen, but that's a whole different story. Evo Creo even goes one step further by tweaking the formula ever so slightly, which opens the door to a whole new way of playing Pokemon. The game puts a bigger focus on monster customization, from stats to the tiered move system in battle that allows each Creo 5 moves instead of 4. The campaign will take you about 30 hours to complete, and there's a total of 130 monsters to catch, train and evolve. New Creo can be summoned using Prime Gemma, the premium currency, but they're not necessary to fully enjoy the game. Evo Creo comes in two versions, a premium one for $1 and a free one with ads. Finally, the game supports multiplayer cross-platform. Number 4. Neo Monsters. With 6 different worlds to explore and a bunch of stuff to do in each one, Neo Monsters will keep you busy for a while. 60 hours of gameplay to be precise, and this is coming straight from the developers. The combat is solid and features up to 4 vs 4 battles with up to 16 monsters total in rotation, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's more than your standard Pokemon RPG. Monsters wise, there are over 1000 of them to collect, train and of course evolve, so you can use your best elemental strategy with the monsters' abilities to conquer the 6 leagues of Neo. The price tag is also decent at 99 cents, and although the game features some extra in-app purchases, they are completely optional. Number 3. Evertale. Evertale is a pretty solid attempt at bringing the Pokemon formula to mobile, but the game doesn't stop there, as it throws new ideas into the mix, which is much appreciated. The core gameplay is basically a mix of Pokemon and Final Fantasy, where you play as a crest bearer, the equivalent of a Pokemon trainer here. Catching and battling monsters works the same way as in Pokemon games, with the exception of monsters' ability having to take some time to load. So this, just as in the active battle system of a lot of JRPGs, adds another strategic layer to the elemental tactics of fighting off monsters with different abilities, strengths and weaknesses. Exploring the world is enjoyable, and the world itself is gorgeous, with an art style mixing in hand-drawn characters and pixelated environments. Exploring will also reward you with unique monster encounters, treasure chests or NPCs that might either fight you or ask for your help on a quest. Finally, the game has in-app purchases, but they're not necessary to enjoy or complete the game, and for the price tag, Evertale is an absolute must-play. Number 2. Bot World Adventure. Instead of collecting wild animals, Bot World has you building up battling robots from the scrap you collect as you adventure out and about. It's fun, deep enough to keep you engaged, and it has a lot of charm. You play as an aspiring bot master, and after you receive your first battle bot, it's time to set off into the world to fight, scavenge and complete quests. The battles take place in small arenas, and you can use your special moves, which cost energy that regenerates during battle. Of course, there are different kinds of bots with different roles. You have the tanks, the ranged fighters and so on. The goal here is to build a balanced team and to learn to position your bots correctly to get the most out of them. Quests will send you to various locations with various goals. You might need to kill some bots, collect some salvage or meet an NPC. Bot World Adventures is a well put together Pokemon style RPG that definitely deserves your time. Number 1. Monster Hunter Stories. It's clear by now that mobile ports of console games are either a hit or a miss, but as far as Monster Hunter Stories goes, it's definitely a hit. The game from Capcom works incredibly well on mobile phones. Everything from the original 3DS game has been ported over seamlessly, and I can safely say that Monster Hunter Stories is one of the best games on mobile, period. What we have here is a full JRPG with a narrative storyline, decent graphics, excellent mechanics and a ton of stuff to do. The Pokemon-style battle system has you raising monsters by hatching eggs, and while the price tag is high, you can always wait for a sale. This is an absolute must pick up, and if after all this you're not convinced yet, there's a free demo that works as a prequel to the main game, and the save file is transferable. And that sums up my picks for the best liked Pokemon games of 2022, but now I wanna hear from you in the comments. What is your number 1 Pokemon like game? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, consider subscribing, because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my YouTube members, and if you want to support my videos, links are down below. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!